Hi guys. Okay, so today before we start, I'm going to tell you I'm kind of half scripted. I wrote in dot points what I want to do because otherwise I'll just go off on a tangent and completely forget what I'm doing. I'm doing another popular makeup look today, and that's a dramatic look. It's going to be gold and blue, navy blue. I'm also doing a giveaway, so I'll talk to you a little bit about that after we get started. So the first thing that you want to do is either use a primer or a moisturiser. For people who are 20 years or younger, I would suggest a moisturiser because you really don't need a primer for your face. Eyeshadow primer is a bit different. Everyone's going to have to fight creases in their eyeshadow, but foundation just does not work that way, and it's just unhealthy for people with young, fresh skin, especially people who are prone to acne, to put primer on their face because it blocks, or most primers block your pores, which is why you get such a smooth coverage, but it's really not good for you. So while I let my moisturiser sit in, I'm going to show you something that I bought today, and that is the Girls Aloud false eyelashes kit. So when you open it, it's got this lovely little thing. These are all the lashes, and the ones I'm going to give away are the Sarah or the Cheryl lashes. So you can choose for yourself. These ones are the Cheryl lashes, and these are the Sarah. Try saying Sarah and Cheryl in the row really fast. I don't think you can. I will give you the glue as well. I've got enough fake eyelash glue to last me forever. I'm doing this internationally, so I will send you either Cheryl or Sarah's lashes internationally. All you have to do is comment. All you have to do is comment in the bottom bar who is your favourite Girls Aloud performer and why. I will pick it at random, so it's not biased at all. I actually don't know many Girl Aloud songs, so it's just going to be random. Okay, so now that my moisturiser is soaked in a bit, I'm just going to get a concealer, and today I'm just using the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. I'm going to try and use the more affordable brands in my videos. I don't want to be using things like Yves Saint Laurent or MAC or Chanel, because realistically most of us can't afford that to use daily or to use going out, so I'm just not going to bother. I'm just going to put it in all the places I know I need a little bit of help, that I'm darker or have pigmentation. So I always have the blue under my eye, especially after work, which was quite interesting today because someone got me to make up 15 litres of paint and then walked off without buying it. So we wasted 15 litres of paint. So you just cover up any acne as well. You don't need much of the Fit Me concealer. It's really quite good. It spreads really well. I wouldn't use this daily or if you're prone to breakouts, because while it does a really good job with coverage, it can block the pores quite badly. And then you end up with more pimples anyway, and then you have to cover more of them anyway, and it's just, a big cycle. It just continues. So now that I've done that, I'm just going to take a tiny little bit of my Garnier Anti-Dark Circles roll-on. I'm just going to dab that into the dark areas as well, because it kind of gives you a fresh, glowing look. Might also put a little bit where my acne is on my forehead. I've got a bit of a breakout on my forehead actually, so I hope you guys can't see. Might be able to get away with that. Then I'm going to take the Fit Me foundation. I actually use a 115. There's a million different shades. It all depends on what your pharmacy stocks or what your supermarket, drugstore, whatever it is stocks. You just put a dab on your hand and put a bit on a flat foundation brush and just start working it into the face. Brushes are really good because they get the most out of the foundation. You can still use your fingers afterwards to sort of blend it in and make it smoother, but the brush really helps. I was really skeptical about using a brush because I thought, oh yeah, you know, it's another gimmick, another way for beauty products to, you know, scam you out of money. But they are really good. They make sure that all your pores are filled. They spread the foundation out as far as it can go whilst giving you an even coverage still, which is really important because Lord knows I waste way too much foundation. So yeah, just keep working it around the face. Make sure you blend under the jaw even, because we all know that some girls like that orange Venetian mask sort of look. I'm not one of them. I wouldn't recommend it because it's not all that flattering. So just make sure you blend out, even get your ears a little bit too, especially if the colour foundation that you've got doesn't quite match. Otherwise, you will look like a bit of an Oompa Loompa. And no one wants to look like an Oompa Loompa. Even Johnny Depp diehards, I'm sure, would not have wanted to look like an Oompa Loompa. So now that that's done, we're going to move on to the eye primer or eyeshadow primer. I'm just using the Australis eyeshadow primer. So you can probably see it's very shiny. I love the colour of the tube actually. Don't know if anyone else will, but I love that colour. It's like a chrome pink. So just dab that on the lash, or the lids even, and blend it up towards the brow. You can put a little bit under the eye, and considering the look I'm going to be doing, I'm going to put a bit under there. Now, a lot of people think that this will make your eyeshadow magically stick to your eyes. Now, it helps a lot, but what it's designed for is to prevent creasing. So if you've got crappy eyeshadow, it's going to come off anyway. So I'll put that away. Now what are we going to do? So now I'm going to do my cream base. I'm not sure if you can get this anymore. It's called For Me. It's an eye and lip cream, and I haven't seen this anywhere since I got it. I got it at a discount perfume and beauty store. And since I got it, the store's actually gone out of business. This is really nice. It just gives you a really nice base to work on. Now, this makes your eyeshadow stick to you like glue. This really does. It's not quite a cream eyeshadow, but it sort of does. It feels like you're putting lip gloss on your eyes. I know that sounds really weird, but I mean, this stuff lasts all day. And if you put eyeshadow on top of this, like shimmery gold or something like that, which I'm about to do now, it looks amazing. It makes it so bright and vivid, and it won't come off, which is the best part, I think, personally. Because there's nothing worse than going to a party or some big event and your makeup coming off. It really sucks when that happens. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you. This is from Prestige Cosmetics. It's Let Loose Shimmering Dust. Again, I think I got this for free on a magazine. So this is probably a mid-range product. I think it's in gold bronze. And it's really nice. I don't use it very often. I don't normally have a need to use it. But there we go. That's what it's called. Now I'm just going to get my flat brush and blend that. So this is sort of like a blending brush. It's got the same consistency. It's flat and wide, like I think I called it a dabbing brush in my last video. We'll stay with that for now. but it's much looser. It's really good for blending out colours, which is what I've got to try and do here because it's a bit messy. With looks like these, like dramatic dark looks, don't worry about the makeup to begin with, really. So I'm going to get this gold eyeliner and sharpen it because it just broke. And this one is by Blush More. It's actually a double one. It's got white on it as well, which we'll use later on. I'm just going to put this in the inner corner just to make sure that we keep the gold all the way down to the inner corner. Okay, so now's the fun part. I'm going to take my Designer Brands eyeshadow and this one here in yellow gold. It's quite a pale colour and you want a pale colour for your inner lid. So just bring that slightly up and bring it under. It's really important in this look to bring the colours that you use on the edges of your eyes under the eye as well. Probably making faces, sorry. So it just helps blend that a little bit and gives you a bright inner eye, which, as I said in my video, just makes your eyes look more wide and awake. Okay, so now that we've done that, I'm just going to get my blending brush, and I think I'm just going to jump straight into this colour here, where my pinky is. It's actually navy blue. It looks almost black on camera. Tap off the excess and just bring it slowly at first above the lid in the crease. So I'm looking at the picture as I'm doing this because you don't want to build up too fast. As I said the other day, you can add colour, but once it's there for good. You can't get rid of it once it's there. Okay. So blending in this look is really important. You really want to keep blending it as much as you can to get it as even as possible. We're going to use a highlighter a bit later on just to cover up anything that we don't like about it. I'm now going to go to my Designer Brands purple. It's like a purpley blue colour. I'm going to run it into the corner and just keep running that across the crease to deepen it. Give it a bit of a multi-tone going there. Same with the other eye, bring it into the corner, up into that crease and around. Again, bring it down into that corner. And this look is touch and go. You've got to do it for your eye shape, and I mean everyone is different. When I look down it looks quite funny, doesn't it? So I've got black eyes. But you know, everyone's so different. No one's going to be the same. I'm just taking a Eyeshadow brush, the name of which has rubbed off at some point, I think. Yeah. I'm going to take the dark blue from before on the edge of this brush and just go underneath my lash line up until my lashes get a bit thinner. I'm sorry this is a bit longer than normal tutorials. I think my first few are going to end up this long just because I'm not used to being scripted or to being on camera, so I'm not used to the rush. We'll get better as time goes along though, I'd say. So now I'm taking a really, really gold colour, running it along and blending it into that blue. Now with this gold, I actually think I'll get my flat packing brush, actually it might be called, and just pack it onto that front of that eye a bit and make it a bit brighter again, because it's losing a bit of its bright tones with all this blue. Okay. Now I'm going to get my Nude by Nature colour in base. We're going to use the same flat packing brush and just go across the top of the colours and down to the side. We're not actually finished with the colours yet, but you want to neaten this up as much as you can as you go along. I hope this tutorial is helpful. I'm trying to show you me experimenting with it as well, so that when you guys get the chance to do it, it won't feel so daunting. You'll have seen someone else have to experiment with it and the result as well, which is always important. I'm just looking at the camera, guys. Sorry if that's annoying. Okay. So blend it out to a point at the sides, because it'll give you that really dark look. So hopefully you can see that properly. I can never tell if I'm facing the camera right or not. Now I'm going to get a dark brown liquid eyeliner. Okay, because you don't want to ruin that gold. That gold and brown has to stay where it is. I'm not going to do too much because we're using dramatic lashes, don't forget. You want to do a flick at the end, not much of one, mind you, but just enough to go into that blue. Don't overpower the blue though. It's really important in this look that the colours are able to maintain their sort of power in the look. People might laugh at me for saying it like this, but it is really important not to overdo anything. I mean, dramatic looks, yeah, they're dramatic, but they're balanced as well. Otherwise, you would just look like you'd caked a bunch of dark makeup on your face. So always try and keep that in mind, that you want to balance the colours out as you go. Okay, so there's that brown eyeliner on as well. Now, lashes are really finicky, and I wish I had my tweezers here, but I don't. So, and I've never used these before either, so hopefully they look good. Otherwise, I'm going to have to redo the whole video. So if this video never airs, you know why. Okay. I think before I do this, I'm just going to put on some of my Model Coat Extension Mascara. The extension mascara in this is almost a bit like a glue. So it'll separate the lashes really, really well that are already there. And it will make them sticky so that when I put my false lashes on, they'll stick down to my real lashes, which will give them a much nicer finish. Okay. So, I do have my tweezers handy. I'll just get the glue for the lashes. When you're doing fake eyelashes, I don't think anyone that I've seen on YouTube has shown people this before. Get the back of your hand, put a big dab of the glue on the back of your hand, just like that, and run the lashes through it slightly, because otherwise you end up with far too much glue and then it just won't stick to your eyes. Now, for those of you who are going to enter the competition that I'm doing, you should be able to use the lashes I'm giving you more than once, because they're quite thick-ended, so they should last quite well. These ones don't overly want to stick to my eyelashes. So if they don't stick, you just pull them off and start again. Don't be worried about doing that at all, because a lot of people have to. People on YouTube, really good ones, especially like pixiewoo.com, which are absolutely amazing makeup artists. They make this look really, really easy, but keep in mind they've had years of experience and they've also had training. That's why they're the makeup artists and we're the amateurs. So don't ever be worried about having to redo it, okay? They might take a little while to stick down properly the way that you want them to, especially if you have quite round eyes like I do. They struggle to sort of connect to your eyelid properly, or to your lash line properly. They struggle a little bit. I'm not overly sure why that is. I think because it's unnatural for them to curve in that way, so they just sort of give up the fight. These ones are a bit warped. It's like they've been in the packet too long, but we'll try them out anyway. Sorry about being so quiet, guys. Maybe someone can teach me how to edit music into my tutorials, so that if we get quiet patches like this, I can still entertain you. Okay, so there we go. So now what we're going to do, we're going to do this really carefully because we don't want the eyelashes to come off after all our trouble. You're just going to get a big fluffy brush. This one's a Nude by Nature foundation brush. We're going to get a translucent finishing powder and just put that one over our cheeks. The woman in the photo, and if I can find it you'll see as well, has a glowing complexion, which you might be able to mimic with a shimmery foundation. So a foundation with lots of colour in it and lots of shimmery sparkles and such in it. I don't have a foundation like that, so I can't show you. Now to finish, I'm just going to put on a peachy coloured lip gloss. This is Colour Inject Mineral Lip Gloss in Moonwalk by Australis as well. Because we've got such dramatic eyes, you don't want to have a dramatic lipstick as well, because it kind of makes you look like a hooker. Not that I'm against anyone trying different looks out, but to make this look more wearable, don't wear bright lipstick with it. Big no-no. So all you need is a peach toned lipstick with a bit of shimmer in it. So there we go, guys. I hope you liked this tutorial, apart from all the noises. Ask me any questions. If you want to see any of the products reviewed, please comment down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. If you have any requests for looks, I do have a lot of looks lined up for you anyway, but if you have any specific requests, please let me know. See you guys!